In today's episode, we follow the glittering royal welcome for the President of Germany at Windsor Castle and explore the hidden meanings behind the brooches chosen by Queen Camilla and the Princess of Wales. When the President of Germany arrived at Windsor, the welcome was filled with royal splendor, a ceremonial procession through the historic town, the sound of the military band echoing against ancient stone, and the timeless pageantry of the British monarchy set the tone for this important diplomatic encounter. But as always, beyond the uniforms, the carriages, and the royal choreography, jewelry lovers were looking closely, because in the royal world, a brooch is never just a brooch. At the center of attention stood Queen Camilla, wearing one of the most iconic and meaningful jewels in the entire royal collection, Prince Albert's sapphire brooch. This magnificent piece features a large, deep blue sapphire surrounded by a halo of glistening diamonds. It is both historic and priceless. Literally, with an estimated value of £8 million, it is considered the third most valuable brooch among the jewels of the British crown, and its story is one of love, legacy, and deep cultural ties that reach across Europe. The brooch was presented to Queen Victoria by her future husband, Prince Albert of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, the night before their wedding in 1840. Victoria adored it from the first moment she saw it. In fact, she loved it so much that she pinned it to her wedding gown the very next day, wearing it as she walked down the aisle toward the German prince who had given it to her. It soon became one of her most cherished pieces, a sparkling reminder of her husband and the bond between them. But Victoria did more than treasure it. She ensured it would live on. In her will, she declared the sapphire brooch an heirloom of the crown, meaning it must always be worn by British queens, whether regnant or consort. And indeed, it has been. After Victoria, the brooch passed to Queen Alexandra, then Queen Mary, then Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother, and later Queen Elizabeth II, who counted it among her favorite jewels. Queen Elizabeth wore it for numerous high-profile occasions, making it instantly recognizable to royal fans worldwide. Now, Queen Camilla adds her chapter to this remarkable lineage, but here is where symbolism comes into play. Camilla chose this brooch, one deeply connected to a German prince, a love story, and a shared cultural history, for the state visit of the President of Germany. Was this choice coincidental, or was it a beautifully subtle diplomatic gesture? In a world where every royal accessory is scrutinized, this brooch felt like a message, a sparkling nod to the historical ties between Britain and Germany, a reminder that the monarchy itself has German roots, and a tribute to the German prince whose descendants sit on the British throne. Royals rarely speak directly on matters of diplomacy, but sometimes their jewelry speaks for them, and on this day, Camilla's sapphire brooch shone like a quiet but powerful statement of respect, connection, and shared history. Standing beside her, Catherine, the Princess of Wales, wore a jewel of her own, one that has become synonymous with her role. Catherine once again chose the Prince of Wales' feather brooch, a piece she has worn several times since receiving her title. This beautiful brooch, valued at around £400,000, dates back to 1863. It was originally a gift to Princess Alexandra of Denmark, later Queen Alexandra, from the ladies of North Wales upon her marriage to the Prince of Wales, the future King Edward VII. Since then, it has been one of the most recognizable symbols of the Princess of Wales. Princess Diana famously wore it as a pendant, transforming it into one of her signature pieces. After her passing, the brooch briefly appeared on Camilla, sparking controversy, though, in truth, it had never belonged to Diana personally. It has always been a traditional jewel tied to the title itself. And now, as the current Princess of Wales, Catherine continues this 160-year-old tradition. Her choice to wear it at the German state visit underscored not only her role, but also the continuity of the royal family, a reminder that while times change, traditions endure. So, on this diplomatic day at Windsor Castle, amid ceremony, music, and international dialogue, two brooches told two remarkable stories. Catherine's feathers symbolized heritage, duty, and her place in a long line of princesses of Wales. But it was Camilla's sapphire brooch that carried the quiet weight of history, a jewel gifted by a German prince, now worn in honor of a German president. In the royal jewellery box, beauty is only the beginning, meaning history, sentiment, and diplomacy sparkled just as brightly.